Hello and howdy ho everybody, Foxy Games here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Full Story Playthrough. In the last episode, we finally made it to Doma, and we finally linked up with Yugiri. Things are looking, well, they're not all looking great, but there is a glimmer of hope. Just like this lovely little candle, there's a flicker of hope in the dark, or some silly analogy like that. Yugiri has more for us, though. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves, for did my lord not bid me to learn the truth of her heart? Let us choose together, Foxy. Let us go among the people, and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gosetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. Yeah, he's not exactly stealthy. I'd like to join you if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Sounds good to me. Though they weren't particularly happy to see us last time, I'm going to assume it's because Gosetsu was with us. We're not gonna walk there. Walking is for plebs. Aetheryte is for winners. There. Yugiri told me to wear this outfit. My legs haven't felt this light and airy in ages. Well, yeah, because... whatever. Ah, Foxy, I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activities. Did I? I mean, it's dark, but... I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants. Foxy is our leader, and we as her assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. Well, I'm kind of with Lise on this one. She's not exactly... nah. Welcome to Namai. Is there anything you wish to know about our village? Why, yes. What do you do here? My name is Nanohana. I have lived here my entire life. It may not be the liveliest of places, but our supply of clean water allows us to produce some of the realm's finest rice. And what kind of place is this? Namai's entire economy is based on the growing and selling of rice. Namai is actually a local term for an arrowhead, a weed that can often be found growing in paddy fields. It has been hard seeing so many of my friends taken away by the Empire, but I cling to the hope that they are still doing well. Oh. Unfortunately, it's a story all too common. Weren't you the one who came here with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, it has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. I wonder if people avoid coming here just on the off chance that they might be associated with the rebellion. Wrong place, wrong time sort of thing. You know, this big orange circle on the map shows this area, but yeah, okay, here's a few. How about you? There's a real technique to this. You cannot just go spreading fertilizer anywhere. You must take account of the different types of rice plant and their individual needs. It's a lot like raising children, really. And I don't think that's true, but whatever. Foreign peddlers in Namai? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangxia that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monsen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Dairyo Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. So that's that big shield that we saw. A wolf. A traveling merchant, with meat perchance. Ah, better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin. Surely you've not been long in Yangxia, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were. But the merchants of such times, but the memories of such time fade with every passing day, as others would tell you. We saw these wolf people in El Amigo, didn't we? You, a merchant? Forgive me my skepticism, but you strike me less a woman of commerce and more a common sellsword. Let's see. Give your best impression of Hancock. That does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything, makes me clutch my coin purse tighter. Okay. Give her your best smile. I stand corrected. Oh, okay. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me and my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I nor anyone else here can afford it. Same story for everyone, apparently. Let's grab this porter, just in case. And we'll go talk to you, Gary. I've seen these looks before. The same weary hopelessness. It's just like Alagana. Foxy, what have you learned? Lisa and I encountered much the same. They've been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. That's kind of the idea, though, isn't it? Breaking them. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear we cannot convince Lord Hien to return, and without him, the rebellion dies. Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Namai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Foxy, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given in to despair. You say that. Well, it looks like we have a quest. Doubtless, it's for a ether current. Yep. You have doubtless already taken in the paddy fields that fill Namai. We rice farmers consider our paddies as children. They certainly require just as much attention. That other guy said that too. There's rarely a day we do not worry about pests or something else that might do our fields harm. If you'd like to know more about life in our village, why don't you try helping us tend to our paddies? Speak with my husband, Ageta. I know he'll be glad for any help he can get. Sure. I'll bet you he's the guy I talked to before. Oh, there's another quest up there. We'll go ahead and grab that one too. Why not? Wait, is that? Oh, it must be this dude down here. Yeah, the fishing dude. Hello there, traveler. I require your help if you have the time. While I belong to the Doman Liberation Front, I am also a proud resident of Namai with my own responsibilities to the village. I've been told to guard this spring, and under no circumstances am I to leave my post. However, there is another job related to the village I need to take care of. I was hoping you might do it in my stead. Here, take this liquid and sprinkle it around that area over there. You have my thanks. What am I doing exactly? Alright, I guess we'll do it. It says up. Well, how far up? Up on this wall here? What the shit. A bucket of gloopy brown ooze. Ugh. Why did he need me to do this all the way up here? And what is this stuff? It's gloopy brown shit. I bet you it is shit. This is this guy's shit bucket because he can't go to the bathroom, so he shits in a bucket and has you empty it in various places so nobody knows he's doing it. That's my headcanon for this quest. I don't care what comes after. Alright, now that we've spread shit everywhere, let's go and talk to the guy in the rice fields. Maybe we can wash the smell off or something. You would like to help me tend to my fields? That sounds fantastic to me. There aren't too many young folk left in the village, and rice farming is hard work, let me tell you. Firstly, I would have you remove the arrowheads from my fields. It is a pesky weed that inhibits the growth of the plants. Come speak with me again when you're done. Oh, good. More running around. I see you've worked up quite a sweat. Thanks for helping. Now, Mai is actually a local term for the arrowhead. It does make you wonder just who thought naming a village after a weed was a good idea. Well, weeds are stubborn and they tend to stick around, just like Namai. Next, we need to deal with any pests that lurk in the patties. Although it will not be your job per se, we shall use the house sparrows I have trained for the task. I keep them in this bird cage. Please set them free near my paddy fields. Once they've all flown from the cage, clap your hands. I have trained them to recognize that as their signal to begin working. Oh. It's a run around and emote quest. Alright. They're adorable. Oh, I guess they're off to work. That's a big old whale. Thank you so much for all your help. I will not be needing to worry about pests for the time being. I told my wife to give you some compensation for your troubles. Go on ahead and talk to her. I still have work to take care of here. Well, you guys don't have a lot of money. I don't expect you to pay me. I just want that ether current. Hello again. I do hope the work was not too hard on you. It's not an easy job, but the sense of satisfaction when you're able to taste the very rice you have reaped, words do not do the sensation justice. Harvest is still a long way off, but we are ready to put the work in. All we need is a little help from the weather, and things will be fine. Oh my, I almost forgot. Here's your payment for today. Oh yeah, earrings. I wonder if they're any good. They are better than what we have, so we'll put them on. What do they look like? Oh, they're little, well, it's hard to see, but they're little jagged-looking things. Probably not something you want on your ear, unless you become like Ralph Wiggum in that one Simpsons episode. Am I dating myself by saying that? I feel like I'm dating myself. Alright, Fukata, we did the thing. We spread your shit all over the place. Finished already? Fantastic. No doubt you are wondering just why that liquid smells so foul. Well, it's shit. No. It's made from a mix of pungent ingredients, animal innards, resin, and garlic, to name a few. It does a fantastic job of keeping the beasts at bay. Also, I shit in the bucket. I need to stop. One of my friends in the Alamegan Resistance taught me how to make it. Oh, and you'll want to give your clothes, let's see, 3 thorough scrubbings ought to do it. 3? Jesus. Oh well. Alright. Well, now that we smell like this guy's shit and garlic and whatever, let's continue with the main story quest. I also realize we do have the final gladiator/paladin quest to do, which we will do. Maybe this episode, maybe the next one. Depends on how I feel. Oh dear. Something bad is going down over here. So let's get Ludos out to play. Oh no, bugs. I mean, they're even called tiny caterpillars. This kid could probably wrestle one to death. How you doing, kid? Thank you, thank you, thank you! If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. Died. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? I guess we're looking for flowers. If you find any yellow flowers, could you bring them to me? But be careful. My brother says that you have to look out for the Vilekin. What, you mean like those things we just killed? Oh well, we'll find you some heckin' flowers, I guess. I thought I heard an ether current. A golden carnation. Oh, it's a giant caterpillar. You know, most caterpillars don't eat meat. Man, remember the big, gross-looking caterpillars from Final Fantasy VIII? They were, like, weirdly backwards. I'm pretty sure it was 8. Caterchipillars, they were called. Alright, kid, we found you some flowers. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. I'm sure your mother would have... What? What are you doing? Oh, he healed me or something. I'm sure your mother wouldn't mind whatever flowers you brought her. An assortment of yellow wildflowers, perfect for any number of joyful or somber occasions, handpicked by you. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, miss. That's twice you've saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the woman who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. Man. Fuck the Garleans. Because you know that's exactly what happened. The Garleans didn't like something their parents did, and Yotsuyu, being the Doman-hating Doman that she is... We're here. Just give me a couple of, just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland. Azami! Azami, are you there? Azami! What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. She saved me from the monsters, brother. She even helped me pick flowers for Mother and Father. Go back to the village, now. You're scaring me. I said go! Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister is the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here, so please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. She said your parents were buried here. So she told you, did she? Yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Hien. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square, with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got, so please don't take it from us. It's hard to blame him for feeling that way, but really, when you look at it, what is life like that? Some people are just too afraid to fight. What's wrong, Foxy? Did something happen? You'll come at a good time, Foxy. We've but recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy, Issei, he told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. Oh, but it wasn't unwarranted. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Oh my god. It's actually better. How does it look? It does not go with what I'm wearing, but we'll deal with it. We're gonna be getting more. No, not this one, but, you know. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Oh dear, what's going on? Also, we have another quest for some reason. So here, before we hide... I've lost my grandchild. Please help me search for him. He was right next to me until a short while ago. I cannot believe I lost sight of him so easily. He was asking a lot of questions about the One River. Perhaps he went there searching for something. Though I truly hope this is not the case. I have heard that a group of Lupin looters roam the area of late. Please search along the One River for my grandson. I shall continue to look for him here. Why would you go to a place where you know there are looters? Ugh. How about you? Could I ask you to help with a problem of mine? It concerns some water serpents that have recently infested the One River. How convenient. They used to only be found further to the west, but for one reason or another, some have found their way closer to Namai. If prepared properly, they're quite delectable. However, there are far more in the river than one could ever hope to cook. No, their numbers must be controlled by other means. Please slay a few of them for me, enough to stop them from taking the whole river for their own. Oh, and should you happen to get your hands on a few of their livers, please deliver them to my husband, Sente. You'll find him in the Drunken Toad to the east. Yeah, sure, but first I gotta fucking hide, apparently. Oh, they're over here. Is someone coming? I didn't hear anything. Behind me, Foxy. They come from the south. I don't like this. Ludos, your tail feathers are sticking out.
Imperials.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall. But before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me?
As if you had to ask.
Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lys. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, Foxy, we must hurry. Man, I'm not as sneaky like you, Yugiri. You sure you want me following? Man, I should have moonlighted as a shinobi myself. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. It's true. Here, it's a shinobi's tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They're coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you are a veteran warrior, and I am sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. Yeah, I've never used a blowgun in my life, admittedly. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Search your surroundings for the Imperial soldier. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the soldier and use the blowgun with left click. Oh, it's one of these. I'm not very fond of these. Also, this is like a sniper blowgun. Well done, my friend. Now, give me your map. There's a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not. I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. Sniper blowgun. Oh yeah, and all the other quests we have to do are near here as well. So that's great. Okay. One. You're not an Imperial, are you? Okay. 2. 3. 4. It's not him, is it? No. Okay, where's number 5? Oh, it is yo. Fuck. Whatever. Nighty-night. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground, asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yugiri. Bitch, don't tell me what to do. This is called a Doman weasel. Weasels are fucking terrifying here. Oh yeah, they're the water snakes I need to kill. And also, I need to look for this dude's grandson. This is annoying. Oh, there he is. Grandfather's looking for me, you say? But I cannot go back just yet. I'm still searching for that which was taken from me. I was minding my own business, gathering mugworts, when some nasty lupin stole them right out of my hands. Would you ask the lupin if they would give them back my plants? You'll find them on the other side of the river. Somehow, I don't think they're going to just acquiesce. But, you know, I'll ask. I'll ask with my blade. And they're gonna answer with their blood. Also, these things. Alright, so those things are dead. Here's the looter. Let's see if he'll give up the goods. You would have us return some insignificant child's mugworts. Do not make me laugh. This whole area belongs to us, including any plants that may happen to be plucked by a child of man. That was the wrong answer. Take that. How do you like that, huh? How do you like being killed? For a bunch of fucking plants, for that matter. Alright. First, we find Yugiri. Then we give the kid back his stupid plants. Excellent work, Foxy. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Fluminus. Once it was a base of operations for the Garlean occupation, until 10 or so years ago, when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask that you incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Alright, so we're playing blowgun again. You know, as soon as I can fucking get up here. Why do I have to do it like this? Why can't I just, like, run up and kill them? The other one comes out like, what the hell? He even says, what was that? The 2 sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be forthcoming. Great. Fine work, Foxy. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned myself. Oh, this is an old Garlean, what the hell do they even call these things? Juggernauts? Weird flying things. You only see them in this game, like, once, when they're actually functional. They were excavating the Ultima weapon with it at the very beginning of the game. Apparently you used to fight them in 1.0. Sir, the on from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention! Shortly you will all be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear the responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I am needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. These men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Absolutely. Then let us be about it. Let's get in there. I'm through with the sneaking around. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. Oh, okay, so is it blowgun time again? For a mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugiri is waiting. Aha, a hawk's cry. Interesting. That's her signal of choice. Oh, I guess she must have knocked everybody out. Yep. No, you sign off first. Oh. Sodding a lot of you. Five more minutes. Oh, jeez. Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What at the outside? That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms. They shall not protest. Well, I imagine I'm going to need this strapping soldier. Appears to be more or less my size. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You have chosen one to your liking, then? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where no one will find them. Why not just kill them? It's harsh, but they would kill us. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. Okay. The sack appears to be filled with a nigh infinite supply of Imperial equipment, though it would best if you did not attempt to put that cursory assessment to the proof. Same thing. This Kabuto and Teko should match the Yawagi, Hakama, and Choka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I'm sure that once you change, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villages a proper Imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I'll be waiting to deal with them. Alright, I should probably put Imperial Salute on my, thing. My... thing, whatever. Bars. Yeah, that's the word. The Imperial soldiers assigned to Doma are hardly the Empire's best and brightest. Nevertheless, you will need to approach them in uniform if you wish to convince them that you are one of their own. Do not forget to give them an Imperial salute. They may not be the most clever soldiers in the Imperial Army, but they know protocol. In the strange and inexplicable event that you somehow dispose of all or part of your uniform, you may search these sacks for replacements. Not that there should be any need for that. Certainly not. So in other words, if you're stupid. Remember back when we did the Grand Melee? Remember how they glamoured you to look like House for Tom Knight? Remember how I said there was a point later where they didn't do that even though they could? This is that point. And it's just so frustrating. Might as well put the helmet on. Well, I don't like this quest. And I only dislike it... Wait, what? What am I missing? I have the whole... Is there really a belt? No. What am I missing? I'm not missing anything. Go fuck yourself. Haha, very amusing, you. Is this a drill? Am I expected to bellow rebel insurgents to arms or some such rot? What am I missing? Go away, Ludos. I didn't put the stupid gloves on. Changing of the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these on is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. Well, maybe you should show a little compassion then. Oh, hello there. Are you new? So to speak. Is it time already? Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Well, you Geary, I hope I can take this ridiculous fucking outfit off now. Oh yeah, we don't need the helmet. just a few more years, dude, same. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform, too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Let's do that. Quickly, we must go to the villages before more soldiers come. It's a minor frustration, but it just really annoys me that they did it that one time with the glamour, but just didn't think to do it here. Is that like a teleporter or something? It must be.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help. All right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything?
I've never seen you, Gary, so crestfallen. It's so sad. But she did get through to them a little. Just a little. Enough to make them realize that they had no choice but to leave. Pants! And they're better. Oh, it's a skirt. Neat. Apologies, Foxy. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe, I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts, they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with the others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep, I shall see to the others. That's a good point. If we had just flat out killed them, sure, there'd be fewer soldiers, but they would most definitely take it out on the villagers. That's just kind of what they do. Why did he... Oh, I'm carrying him? Let's see. The contents of this pouch are a mystery, but you may be assured of their efficacy in befuddling the mind and memories of hapless Imperial soldiers. Mother, is that you? Not quite. Let's find a good spot for you. Right here. I want to go home. Yeah, man, I don't blame you. You know, it is really sad. These soldiers, they didn't ask to be here. Alright, Ugiri, we did the thing.
Forgive me for making you search.
She's so pretty.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, we know.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Hien and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
It will not always be so.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together.
Cerulean mentions. Yep.
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Oh boy, what new disaster befalls us now? Hey, we got you stupid plants. Did you get them to return my mugworts? Kind of. Oh, thank you so much. I was trying to collect plants to make some medicine. I read about it in one of my grandfather's botanicy books. Botanicy? Jesus. There are so many sick people in the village. I just wanted to help. There's one more thing I need for the medicine. Waterweed. I tried to fish some out of the river earlier with a pole, but I didn't have much luck. Could you get some for me? But that wasn't enough? Now we gotta go mucking through the fucking water? Ugh. Kids. Waterweed. I wonder if you can smoke it. I'm literally the first person to ever make that joke about something named weed. Did you get some waterweed? Yeah, I better strangle you with it. Yay! Now I have everything I need. I'll go back to Grandfather now. Thanks for your help. Yeah. Oh, whatever, kid. Anyway. If you think I'm just gonna walk, you're dense. My grandson has at last returned. He told me all about how you helped him gather the ingredients he needed to make medicine. While I am glad he has grown to be a kind-hearted boy, there is still much he needs to learn about discipline and matters. However, those Lupin should really know better than to steal from a mere child. Their race was once famed for being loyal vassals to some of Doma's mightiest warlords. Jesus, I can't fucking read tonight. When Doma was crushed by the Empire, some of them managed to escape, choosing to live as bandits. It pains me to see a race once so proud fall so low. Something else we have Garleans to thank for, I suppose. Yep. Fuck the Garleans. Hey, dude. I got you some liver. Do you have business with me, traveler? Sure do. A delicacy in them, Water serpent livers. But why did you think to bring these to me? My wife put you up to it, did she? My sincerest thanks. I shall boil these and eat them shortly. Back in the days when I made my living transporting rice up and down the river, I used to slay any water serpents I saw and took them home to cook. Of course, that all stopped once the Empire blocked off the one river. It is thanks to nature and kind strangers like you that I'm able to put food on my table these days. Thank you so much. Well, you're better than the goddamn kid, that's for sure. How are we doing on ether currents here? Well, Yanxia, we have most of them. Ruby C, we did pretty good too. I'm sure there'll be more for us when we return later. Fuck you, Tiger. Another swim. Come, we must tell the others of this airship or hear what they know of it. Well, it must be something really bad.
What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Gosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Garleans. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child!
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
We start to draw up a plan. And we start counting down the days until we see Xenos dead. Alright, this is the part where my armor really starts to mismatch. Well, you can barely see it underneath this coat. But the red definitely flashes. Oh well. Starting to get better armor, which is always nice. As for anything else, though, I think that could be saved for the next episode, where we are out of time. Yes, our armor looks a bit mismatched, but that will be fixed in short order. In the next episode, we'll continue our push into Doma, and maybe, just maybe, cross swords with a certain blonde-haired psychopath. And maybe, just maybe, get a little revenge. Until next time. My name is Foxy Games. You all take care of yourselves now. Bye.